Hey there, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are diving into what is literally the ultimate financial shield against rising tuition costs, the Pennsylvania 529 plan. So if you're a parent, a grandparent, or a guardian, and you're looking to secure a rock-solid educational future for a kid in your life, you are exactly where you need to be.
It's a pretty daunting question, isn't it? I mean, we've all seen the crazy headlines about skyrocketing college costs, and frankly, it can feel completely overwhelming. You might be wondering, how do we actually pay for tomorrow's education without completely wrecking today's household budget? Well, the secret is leveraging the right tools as early as possible.
And this number perfectly illustrates the sheer power of starting early. According to the Pennsylvania Treasury, if a family saves just $25 a month in a PA 529 plan, starting right when their kid is born, that can grow to about $10,000 by the time they turn 18. I mean, time is absolutely your biggest asset here. So let's figure out how to put it to work for you. Okay, here is our quick, actionable roadmap for today. First, understanding 529 plans. Second, the Pennsylvania Advantage. Third, guaranteed versus investment plans. Fourth, a step-by-step account setup. Fifth, funding and using those funds. And finally, Section 6, FAQs, next steps, and our disclaimer. Let's get moving.
Section 1. Understanding 529 plans, the basics of educational savings. Let's quickly lay the groundwork. Simply put, a 529 plan is a special, tax-advantaged savings account that's specifically designed to help families save for future education. You contribute money, it grows completely tax-deferred, and then, when you finally take those funds out to pay for qualified educational expenses, that money is entirely free from federal income tax. It's essentially a fast-track wealth-building tool just for education.
Moving on to Section 2, the Pennsylvania Advantage. Why PA residents have the edge. Let's look at how incredibly generous the state of Pennsylvania actually is to 529 savers.
The absolutely crucial takeaway here is that Pennsylvania offers unparalleled tax advantages. Listen to this. In 2026, single filers can deduct up to $19,000 in contributions from their state income tax. And married couples filing jointly, they can deduct a staggering $38,000. Also, PA is what's called a parity state. That means you get these exact same tax benefits even if you invest in a completely different state's 529 plan. Plus, the entire account value is completely exempt from Pennsylvania inheritance tax, and holding these assets will not count against your child when they apply for state financial aid. It's really a win-win.
But wait, it actually gets better. Through a really cool program called Keystone Scholars, every single child born to a Pennsylvania family since 2019 automatically gets a $100 starter scholarship. It's automatically invested by the Treasury for you, so you get an immediate head start before you've even deposited a single dime of your own money.
Section 3. Guaranteed versus investment plans. Choosing your savings path. When you open a PA 529, you're faced with a pretty big decision, so let's break it down.
You essentially have two very distinct paths. First, there's the Guaranteed Savings Plan, or GSP. This is your lower risk option. It basically tracks the rate of college tuition inflation, so you're literally buying tomorrow's tuition at today's prices. If college costs shoot up 3%, your account value rises to match it. On the other hand, you have the Investment Plan, or IP. This relies on the stock market and features some really excellent Vanguard funds. Now, it does carry traditional market risk, but over a long timeline, say 10 to 18 years, it historically offers higher overall returns.
And you know what? Here's a brilliant pro tip directly from a savvy Reddit user we came across in our source material. You don't actually have to choose just one. You can open an account for each, put some money into the predictable guaranteed savings plan, and put the rest into the market-based investment plan. It's a fantastic way to hedge your bets while still capturing that higher potential growth.
All right, Section 4, step-by-step account setup, your actionable enrollment roadmap. Let's transition into the how and give you a foolproof guide for getting your account open today.
Before you even jump online, just go ahead and gather this quick enrollment checklist. Because of federal requirements, you're going to need the Social Security numbers and birth dates for both yourself and the child you're saving for. You can optionally name a successor, someone to take over the account if something happens to you. And finally, have your bank routing and account numbers handy so you can easily fund it.
The online enrollment process is an absolute breeze. It literally takes about 10 minutes if you follow these 5 simple steps. Just head over to pa529.com. Now, when you accept the terms, make sure you opt in to electronic document delivery. Why? Because doing that actually waives the $10 annual maintenance fee on the investment plan. After that, you just choose your plan type, link your bank, and hit submit. Super easy.
And please, don't worry about needing some massive lump sum to get started. The barrier to entry here is incredibly low. You can kick off an electronic bank transfer with literally just a single dollar. Or it's just $25 if you're having other people contribute through the UGift platform.
Section 5. Funding and using funds. Growing and spending your savings. Now that your account is up and running, let's explore how to actually fund it and use it.
You definitely aren't in this alone. First off, leverage that UpGift platform to let grandparents, aunts, uncles, or friends easily contribute for birthdays and holidays. Second, check with your employer. Pennsylvania employers can match up to $500 a year, and the state actually gives them a 25% tax credit for doing it. And third, if you happen to come into a windfall, you can superfund the account. This means front-loading 5 years of gift tax exclusions all at once. That is up to $95,000 for an individual or $190,000 for a couple in 2026.
Now, when it's finally time to withdraw, those tax-free funds are incredibly flexible. Yes, of course, it covers your standard four-year university tuition, room and board, but it also covers K-12 private school tuition, up to $20,000 a year for PIA. On top of that, it can be used for trade schools, apprenticeship programs, required laptops or equipment, and even paying down certain existing student loans. Whatever your child's unique path looks like, it's pretty much covered. Section 6. FAQs, next steps, and disclaimer, troubleshooting and wrapping up. Let's anticipate a few real-world community questions and some mistakes you'll definitely want to avoid. So, like we mentioned earlier, Pennsylvania generously allows state tax deductions even if you use an out-of-state plan like Utah's or Vanguard's Nevada plan. But this Reddit user highlights a massive, often overlooked pitfall. If you happen to pass away before the funds are used, you only get the Pennsylvania inheritance tax exemption if the money is held in the specific in-state PA 529 plan. So that's a huge reason to seriously consider keeping it local. Also, to keep your life stress-free, try not to overcomplicate the investing side. Consider using the investment plan's target enrollment portfolios. They automatically adjust your risk from aggressive to conservative as your child gets closer to age 18, a true set-it-and-forget-it strategy. And one more thing, carefully plan out your yearly contributions. While PA's deduction limits are incredibly high, if you somehow contribute over that amount, the excess state contributions do not carry forward to the next tax year in Pennsylvania.
We've covered the what, the why, and the how. You know the massive tax advantages, the difference between the guaranteed and investment tracks, and exactly how to enroll. So the only question left is, what are you waiting for? Secure that peace of mind today.
Just a quick disclaimer to wrap up. While this explainer provides a comprehensive roadmap based on the available sources, please always remember to consult with a certified financial advisor or tax professional for advice tailored specifically to your family's unique situation. I'll leave you with this final thought. If an $18,000 education cost today balloons to $40,000 by the time your newborn is ready for college, can you really afford not to start saving right now? Thanks so much for joining me, and happy saving.